Hi, we're Kaylee and Sam, and in May of 2021 we decided to buy ourselves an empty Sprinter van. It's taken us a long time to get here, but please like, subscribe and follow along to see how we turn this empty van into our dream home on wheels. So it's been a few days now since we cut the hole for our kitchen counter. Very messy in here at the moment, but if I flip you can see the induction hob there. There's a box on it at the moment, but the induction hob's in there. Sam has also put on our handles on the kitchen cupboards, which I think massively ties it together now, and it also means we don't have to have such a struggle to open them. What else have we done? We've sanded down some like bits over there on the divider wall. Our bed is here actually. We haven't filmed that yet, have we? So we already had the slats and everything from IKEA, but they just weren't in, so they are in now. We drilled every other one in. I think.
Yeah, I think we drilled every other one in. Yeah, I think if you drill every other one, you push the other ones, and they didn't have enough like slack to fall off, so they will save on screws, save on weight. I'm saying a little bit, but you know, every bit helps, doesn't it? So
definitely. And our bed, we got a memory foam mattress that was a Super King. That we've cut ourselves. It was from Dunelm and it was only like 289. So it wasn't too bad, to be honest, considering it was like a Super King that we've cut down a bit, because I think our actual size is like in between a King and a Super King. It's a bit of an awkward one because it's a little bit shorter but also fairly wide, so yeah, so we cut it down with a bread knife, which we didn't film because it got absolutely everywhere. But memory foam mattresses, I think they all do, at least this one did. It came in its own kind of little Ziploc bag almost, so we just took it out of that, cut it down and then put it back in and tucked it, and it's not like there's loads of foam falling out or anything, so yeah, it worked quite well.
You can also get it slightly cheaper. I think they had 3 thicknesses, so we went for the medium, which is I think 20 centimetres thick. They have an 18 if you want to save a bit of money, and they have a 22 if you want it to be a bit more comfortable. But I mean, I like it.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really nice. It's high up, which we knew it was gonna be, but I mean, we still have head height. Even Sam does, and he's 6 foot. But yeah, we can sit in here comfortable, and it's just, to be honest, it's so nice to be able to like sit in here now when you've been doing loads of work. To just sit, just relax, and yeah, it's starting to feel way more homey now, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah, and especially with the now I've got the lights in. We find we're working on it a lot later, because before it used to be, oh, it's got dark now, we'll have to leave. You know, you can kind of keep going a little bit longer because we've got like a lantern, but you can only go so far with that. And when it gets full on kind of pitch black, we'd have to head up. Whereas now we can kind of shut the doors, you know, and do stuff that's not too noisy and just kind of keep going. It's quite nice. I mean, it's tiring, but it's useful.
Yeah, and we've also been doing other little bits as well that like we can do. So I've been doing some more painting. I've actually started the bathroom, so I think I'll probably do a whole other video on that when it's finished. But I've started with the tanking kit for now. And yeah, like I said, I think we'll do a whole video, like we will for the electrics, explaining how we've built the shower. Because that again it's a very like frustrating job. Like the tape that comes with it just sticks to itself, and it's so frustrating. So once it's done and I can speak about it more positively, we will do a whole video on it. And same for some of the electrics, but you have been sort of going along with that, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got the DC charger installed now, so we can charge off the van's alternator, which is really cool. So it's all kind of set up really. The last job is to just hook up the alternator, the inverter, which I'm doing now basically. I just have to wait for these lugs to arrive for the huge cable, 95mm cable going from the battery to the inverter. So just had to wait for the sort of hydraulic crimper and the large lugs to arrive, and now they're here, so we can hook it all up together, and that'll be the electric basically done. Just a case of hooking in any extra things we want to get, but it'll all be 12-volt stuff really, like LED lights or like the water pumps and things, but that's all easy. So yeah, pretty much done with that now.
Yeah, it's really getting there. I think we're getting very excited now because it's definitely feeling more livable, isn't it? And I think by the end of today we'll be actually able to plug the induction in and use it. So so that'd be exciting. So we're gonna crack on now anyway with some bits that we need to do, and then I think we're gonna go to the shop and get some bits that we need, because we're starting our upper cabinet. So if you can see there, we've got one batten on so far, but I'd quite like to get those up before camping. We go camping on Friday and it's currently Monday afternoon, so it's an ambitious target because I also have 2 more days of work, but I'd like to get them done before we go. It would be quite nice. But yeah, we'll keep you updated. We're going to crack on. And so we are back from camping now. We were camping for just over a week. Not 2 weeks, was it? 6 days. Just with our friends and stuff. So we didn't film any of that because, you know, it was more of like kind of seeing our friends and things before we go away. And yeah, but before that we did have some like super late nights working really hard to like get stuff ready for camping. So some of the new things we've got are the fridge. Really easy to install. I think it's a 12-volt fridge, so Sam just plugged it in. I think it came with, was it a cigarette like charger, Sam? The fridge?
Fridge? No, it's just a black and red positive negative 12-volt wire coming off it, which was even long enough to reach the 12-volt fuse, so they didn't even have to extend them at all or anything.
Yeah. So that one was like super easy to do, so we did that before camping. We've done a little bit of framing around the fridge, just to sort of help keep it in, so it's not moving anywhere. It does have like a little latch on the handle, so we weren't scared of it sort of flying open, but it just helps it keep in a little bit better. The bed looks nicer because it's actually got bedding on it and pillows and has been made, but nothing's changed there really. We got to use the Induction for the first time. That was fun. It's still very much, you know, like an unfinished fan, but it was quite nice to just get a little bit of cooking done in it for the first time. So some veggie sausages, and yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, very satisfying.
I didn't finish the upper cabinets like I wanted, but that is today's job. So Sam is turning around. Sam is finishing up here the cladding so that this batten here I can run all the way to the end, and the upper cabinets will be up there. And we also used a bit of that leftover, you can see on the top there, that matches our countertop, so it was just a little bit that we cut off and could, yeah, use onto there. This we are leaving empty for the meantime because we're going to run the pipes up and then through into the shower mixer, so we want to leave that bare until we do that really, so we can just easily get to it. But yeah, I think then, oh, we've started cladding the doors, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Sam's gonna finish that today, or?
Yeah, so finish cladding this bit, and then I'll probably can't clad this bit yet, so we need to save
I was just saying,
pipes.
yeah.
But I'll probably finish cladding the chairs, because you just open them to do the pipe work.
Yeah.
Cladding this bit here, maybe that corner there. Just want it to be more cladding and less spaceship, basically.
Yeah. Because
So,
can we do that bit yet, or are we thinking now?
there's one more wire I want to run from the DC charger to the ignition, some ignition points basically at the front of the van, so that we can have the DC charger turn on when the ignition's on, which means you don't have to rely on the voltage, because I noticed it was occasionally turning off if the voltage kind of fluctuates while we're driving, which meant we weren't charging 100% of the time that we could have been charging. But yeah, after that, so I'm just going to run a cable. I'm not going to wire it in yet, but if I just run a cable and finish planning on the roof as well, which is exciting.
Yeah, I think that'll make a big difference, won't it? But we are aware, so like on this side you can see we have some screws sticking out where it's like on the curve, and the curve looks really nice. I think we have got screws now to switch out, haven't we?
Yeah, we basically, because of the curve, it was further away from the wood, so the shorter ones weren't long enough, and the long ones were too long and couldn't go all the way in, so we just put them there so we could go onto the ceiling, with the mind that we would go out and get some medium-sized screws, which we now have, so we can now just switch them out, so that should be quite a quick job.
But we know that we're going to have to do on that side. But it'll be fine, we've done it once, we can do it again.
Yeah, we'll have to be more careful with the cables on that side though.
Yeah, that's true.
We had it easy that time, I think.
But yeah, I think we're going to carry on with the cladding stuff now. I mean, there's not much point us filming us doing cladding. It's pretty simple. You slot it in, you drill it in. But once it's done, I might show how far we've got in a day. To be honest, it really depends on the day. Like today it is super hot, so we give ourselves more breaks and things and don't take it as hard, because you don't want to push yourself too much and then just be knackered. But we'll do what we can, and then we will show. Oh, actually, Sam, do you want to show the fridge quick? Because we might do some more cladding on that today, might we?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so the fridge, I've kind of got it framed in, but yeah, I'm just going to put some more cladding, like the bit here. I put the first piece on so we knew how small that lid needed to be. But I'll need to clad all the way up. I think probably put a piece of wood sort of here, So there's kind of a little lip there, so just so you can sort of feel the edge of the bed, like a sort of normal bed frame would often have. But yeah, and then sort of clad the top there, and yeah, sort of down this bit as well, clad there. So just cladding everywhere basically. But it'll make it feel nice.
So it's been quite a while since we filmed. Quite a while.
Yeah.
I think we thought we'd filmed more the last month or so, but apparently we didn't film anything. So we've done quite a lot. I think the last time we filmed the van, like none of the ceiling was here. I don't think.
Yeah, at least this edge bit.
Yeah, so we've done all of this bit now.
Just sort of finish the ceiling.
Yeah, maybe if I flip it around. We've been really busy. It's just when you get busy and you get into the van build, it's really hard to then think, oh, let's stop and film it, because you just carry on going because you're excited about it. But we are very much near the end now, aren't we? Like it's
yeah, it feels pretty close now.
Yeah, I think it's like all of the wood stuff, like the carpentry things, are nearly done now. And then it'll just be a bit of plumbing. But let me give you a little show of what we've done. So we've got the chairs. They're all cladded out. I really don't remember what the last thing we filmed was.
No,
so
I can't remember either.
But all the chairs are like cladded up and now, and Sam's changed this as well. So this has a line here, which means when we lift this up, stuff on top of it at the moment, it just means it doesn't scratch up against the walls and things. You can also kind of see our toilet down there. So we started on the hatch into the bathroom, which sort of just pushes like that for now. I'll show you a quick bit of the bathroom / shower room, but I'll show more of how we did this and how we're going to plumb this when we do the video for plumbing. Sam also has built the divider door, so this goes straight into the cab, and that side blends it all in, so you can't really, from the other side, you can't really tell that it's there, which is what we wanted it to be as stealthy as possible. We've still got a bit above Sam's head to finish off, so this just all needs, it's been filled, but it needs all sanding down, painting, and yeah, just these little awkward bits just need finishing. The door is all the way down from here, but the top bit just needs finishing off. We just ran out of cladding, didn't we?
Ran out of cladding, so we've got some more now, so we can finish it.
Yeah, but we've got a sink in, which is great. It's a tiny little sink, we love it.
Yeah, it's not plumbed in or anything, but it's
there, yeah, so it's fits in nicely as well. I think it gives us the most amount of counter space as well, so we're really happy with it. Yeah. Like Sam said, up here is all done now. It's just a bit more painting and sanding needs doing on this end, but all blended in. You can see as well there the back doors have finally been cladded and painted, and I've also done some carpet around the edges so it feels a bit nicer. And then yeah, we've also got the upper cabinets here have been started, so they look a bit messy at the moment. If you can lift that up, so they're on just these hinges here, which meant that we only had to get the one because it holds it up as well.
Yeah, rather than getting like a hinge and then also some way of like keeping it upright, which is what hinges that have like a spring.
Yeah, but they're just kind of rough at the moment. They need sort of finishing off and things, which we're planning to do today.
Yeah, we also put the table in place as well. So yeah, the table has one leg and then it rests on this bar here, and then we've got these kind of homemade dowels that kind of keep it from rocking when you're using it. And then when you take it off there and take the leg off, you then rest it on these lips, and then that makes it into like a really long sort of bench sort of sofa.
Yeah, it's a little bit messy at the moment because obviously as you start doing your van and building more inside the van, you then run out of space for the building things in the van.
Yeah, I went to Wickes to buy some cladding, and there was a big bed in the way, and before I think we still had the bed but we hadn't cladded fully, so you can kind of just poke it through, I think through the seats or through where the fridge is now. But there's no gaps anymore, so I think I had to put it on the bed and kind of rest it awkwardly. But
I think we're done with buying cladding now, finally.
Yeah, I think this is the last of it.
Yeah, because I think meaning is like this bit down here, there's now not, this is the only way to get through to the garage because this is all blocked off, which looks very pretty, but isn't very practical right now with the cladding. But I'll take you guys through to the back of the van as well. I'll show you. The van is very messy at the moment. This is all of the rest of the stuff that we're still currently using. We've got all the electric set up this side, all the plumbing starting to be set up on this side. As I said before, we go into way more detail on both of those with like a whole video each because there's a lot to talk through and explain. It's probably just easier to have a whole video on it really. This is the back of the van. This is what it looks like. We've got the doors cladded all the way. And yeah, we're really happy with it, aren't we?
Yeah, it looks really nice. Much closer to being finished now. It's kind of much more homely.
Massively. I think you can tell it's a camper now. Take you around here, the side door. Sam also has finished up on the step and the back of the kitchen now. So it just needs neatening up, really, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, just like the edges really, and a bit of wood filler in there where it sort of cracks a bit.
But yeah, it's looking really good. And like when you come in now, like it's so much nicer. Like you can tell it's a camper and not just a van.
Now sort of ask about it being a camper rather than kind of what is this? What are you doing?
Yeah, we had so many questions before when people were just trying to guess what it was, but yeah, it's definitely way more obvious now, I think.
Yeah.
I hope.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, we're gonna today hopefully get the other upper cupboard.
Yeah, so match that one just above the kitchen.
Try and film some bits of us doing it, but it's definitely like needs both of us holding stuff up, so it might be clips of the progress.
Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you want to be notified when our next video is posted, which will be the final one in the van build series.